What's going on, everybody? Sigourney Jackson here with another episode of Who Politics. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell to stay up to date on everything that is Who Politics. We are back with another video today, and we are going to be doing part 2 of the top junior college basketball conferences that you want to play for. The last one we talked about the Panhandle Conference, we talked about Eastern Florida State, we talked about Tallahassee Community College, we talked about a lot of different JUCOs out there in the Panhandle that could definitely put you where you want to be at, and we talked about whether or not they were the best conference in the country or not. Maybe I might have made a mistake. Today we're going to be talking about another region. Here's a little spoiler for you. This junior college region currently has more NBA basketball players in the league than all of junior college basketball combined. Without further ado, let's go and get right into it. So the region that we are going to be talking about is region number 5. They are a region of 22 teams that are split up into 2 conferences. The Dallas Athletic Conference and the North Texas Junior College Athletic Conference. That is a lot to say. The region is known to put out an abundance of talent all over the country in basketball every single year, and they are constantly getting players who go off to play in the NBA. This region is home to some legendary basketball players such as Avery Johnson and Larry Johnson, also known as Grandma Mom. We also have current basketball players in the league such as Jay Crowder, who just played in the NBA championship with the Phoenix Suns, as well as Chris Boucher, who plays with the Toronto Raptors. I have former prep school teammates who have played in this conference, and the main thing that they have always told me is it is ridiculously physical and it is ridiculously competitive because the athletes. One thing we know about Texas in general is Texas produces some of the best overall athletes that you can think of. To me, they're not always the best basketball players, but they're always killing in football, and they're always killing as just overall athletes. And when you actually get Texas athletes who know how to play basketball and who are ultra skilled, they're almost impossible to beat. Now, I'm sure some of you might be thinking, okay, Sigourney, well, they put out a lot of NBA basketball players and stuff, but are they winning? Because I'm a winner, and that's what I care about more than anything else. Listen, no coaches are watching this right now. You don't have to lie like that. But just so I can scratch your itch, yes, they win at a high level. In the past 12 years, Region 5 has placed a team in the national championship for Division I junior college basketball 8 times. That is not including the COVID year where everything was canceled, and that is not including this year. But before that, so basically in 2019 and back, during that 12-year period, they put out 8 championship contenders. And this is the thing that's scary about it. They weren't always the same team. There were a mix of teams. There was about 4 or 5 different teams that placed. Once again, what we talked about in the last video, that shows balance. That shows that no, it's not just one team that's destroying the conference, and if you're not playing for that team, you're not going anywhere. No, you can go to a number of these basketball teams and you can for sure place yourself in a position to where you are playing Division I basketball at a high level. So we've already shown that we're placing NBA talent in at a high level more than any other junior college conference. We also showed that we are definitely placing basketball players at the Division I level at a very high level. We're also showing that we are winning at a high level and that we're playing in national championship games on a regular basis, and it is not a big deal at all. Now, what is the final component that we always talk about when it comes to placing kids in school? Connections. You want to be a part of an organization that is connected to other basketball programs so that it is easier for you to be funneled from your junior college into whatever college you want to go to. There's no point in going to a school that's winning all the time, but nobody is ever signing scholarships afterwards. I would much rather lose on a regular basis for a team and know that I'm still going to go to college on a full scholarship than to win a championship and never play again afterwards. With that being said, this region is loaded with former and current Division I head coaches. Regularly, head coaches within this region will leave and go off and coach at Division I schools. A couple of schools are currently holding some former Region 5 head coaches: New Mexico State, Portland State, Missouri State, Bradley, former coaches who coached at Minnesota and transferred in. It is loaded with coaches who are coming in at the Division I level and who are coaching there and who are leaving from there and going to the Division I level. What does that mean? That means that there are connections. A head coach leaves and goes and becomes the head coach somewhere else, and they normally will leave an assistant to be the new head coach. So now when you go to that school, they are going to easily be able to shoot a text to their former head coach and say, I got a player for you. What does that mean? You're going to get signed. Easy access to Division I schools. You do not have to work as hard as everybody else. Stop. I'm not saying that you don't have to put in work when you're going to junior college route or when you're playing for these teams. I am not saying that you don't have to put up shots. I'm not saying that you don't have to work on your body. I'm not saying you don't have to be conditioned. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is you have the luxury and the privilege of going to a team, and all you have to focus on is basketball and school. And you can rest assured knowing that this coach is going to make phone calls for you to get you in school, and you are playing in a top level conference where college coaches are naturally in the gym all the time, so you can have one game and change your life forever. That's a whole lot less stressful than you putting up 20 and 10 and having to go home and email 20 coaches every single night before you go to bed. Trust me, I know from experience. So, what have we learned today? Region 5 might be the best junior college region in the country. The numbers will back it up. They're putting guys in the NBA. They're definitely putting guys Division I. They're winning at a high level, and all their coaches are going off and coaching at a high level. What do you guys think? Do you think that there's a better region out there than Region 5? At this point right now, I would have to lean and say Region 5 is at the top and the Panhandle is number 2. I know that's probably going to get a lot of people up in arms because I got a lot of friends, a lot of homies out there who are playing in the Panhandle or who were former Panhandle guys, but the facts are the facts, guys. If y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date on everything that is Hoop Politics. Follow the Twitter and the Instagram at hoop_politics. Hit me up. I'm willing to talk with you all the time. And let me also say this real quick. All of this information that I've gotten recently, I'm not going to lie and pretend like I knew all of this stuff before. What actually happened is when I dropped my last video, Coach Adams of New Mexico Junior College, super solid guy, super cool dude, reached out to me and gave me some information that I did not know about. I had already planned on putting out my next video about Texas junior colleges, but he gave me a little bit extra that actually made me change my mind. So shout out to Coach Adams, super cool guy. I'm gonna put the link to his Twitter in the description below. Say what's up to him. If you're a basketball player and you're looking to try to be recruited, it wouldn't hurt to maybe send him a DM and just see what he says. Who knows? I mean, it might change your life forever. Now that we got that out of the way, as always, God's always in control. Peace.